It's Success Talks Football, guys. Let's go over the result from yesterday matches in the Premier League. Of course, it was 3 to Aston Villa and 1 to Fulham. I expected Aston Villa to win, and they did just that. Are they in form? Well, it was just a lucky day for them. I think, well, they are really not in great form, but they are doing pretty well. And also, the second match in the Premier League was the Newcastle versus Arsenal, where Arsenal eventually got a win. I mean, the first goal came from Newcastle, but Arsenal was able to get an equalizer and eventually getting the winner of that match in the second half. I mean, I think the 2 goals came from the second half, for Arsenal. So it was 2 to Arsenal and 1 to Newcastle. I expected Arsenal to win, even though they were away from home, and they did just that as expected. Now, also in LaLiga, of course, Sevilla, got a win. Sevilla is struggling, but then I expected them to get a win. I mean, look at the team they're playing, and they did just that. And unfortunately, I expected Celta Vigo to get a win against Elche, even though Elche is in their own home. But they couldn't. I mean, Elche got the first goal. Celta Vigo, was able to equalize, but then Elche, used the home advantage and got the winner. I mean, and also it is important to mention that Real Betis won against Osasuna. Yes, I expected Real Betis to win, and they did just that. And lastly, in La Liga, Barcelona won Real Sociedad, even though Real Sociedad got the first goal. But when I saw the time they got the goal, I just knew that there's no way this match is ending this way. Barcelona will do everything possible to ensure they share at least 1 point or get a win. And they were able to equalize that 1 goal, and eventually congratulations to Barcelona. I mean, they are topping the league table now as it stands, and they are 1 point ahead of Real Madrid. So well done to them. And also in Syria, of course, AC Milan won Napoli. AC Milan, I repeat, won Napoli. I mean, it was 2 goals to AC Milan and 1 to Napoli, even though at some point it was 2 to AC Milan and 0 to Napoli, and AC Milan was red carded. I mean, so they were now 1 man down, but they were able to maintain, even though Napoli got a penalty that Kevin De Bruyne was able to convert. It became 2-1. AC Milan was able to maintain that 1 goal lead till the end of the match. I mean, it became a battle. I watched that match because I knew it was going to be interesting, because Napoli wanted to get a win to remain unbeaten, or get a draw to still remain unbeaten. But then it didn't. I mean, it was really intense. They went on to play AC Milan, but AC Milan was able to seal their defense and not conceive another goal. So congratulations to AC Milan. I mean, on that, of course, AS Roma also got a win in the Bundesliga. These are the fixtures. I mean, the results from yesterday matches in lastly in League One. Of course, these are the results from yesterday matches. Of course, Lyon was able to get a win against Lille. Yeah, I expected Lyon to get a win, even though they were away from home, and they eventually did. And so we have some few matches today, Monday. Let's take a look at them. In the Premier League, to conclude match day 6 of 38, it is of course Everton versus West Ham today. And also in La Liga, to conclude match day 7 of 38, it is of course Valencia versus Real Oviedo. And lastly, in Syria, to conclude their match day 5 of 38, it is Parma versus Torino and Genoa versus Lazio. 2 matches in Syria for today. Of course, you can take a look at these matches. Drop your prediction of these matches in the comment section. Expect Lazio to win Genoa, and Parma Torino, well, it can go either ways. Of course, I expect Valencia to win Real Oviedo, even though Real Oviedo have been a pain in the ass. They came from the 2nd division. They've not been able to record a good win. I think they've just been able to get a win or just a draw. So they've been dealt with. They've met with Real Madrid. I think they've also met with Barcelona. I really cannot state if that's true or not, but they are since they joined the big league, it's not been easy for them. However, I still expect Valencia to deal with them. The Everton West Ham can go either ways. Yeah, it is Everton and West Ham. It can go either ways. Let me know what you think of these matches. Note that the Champions League is back this week. I mean, from tomorrow, I'll give us the fixtures for that day. Is the match day 2 of I think 8 in the league phase, and so it's an interesting week for football lovers and soccer lovers. I mean, so expect the fixtures and also look out for the matches. Real Madrid is going to travel and play Kairat Almaty. Yeah, and they most likely are going to get a win. I'm saying most likely right now, but they should not get motivated by winning Kairat Almaty. I don't even want to talk about this right now. I mean, Real Madrid conceded the most goals in a single match than they did in 6 matches put together. Just think about it. If you're a Madridista, think about that. We have come to the end of this episode. Do not forget to follow us across all social media platforms. Like, share, and also comment. See you tomorrow.